ethics at public speaking. Well, we have a lot of this topic. We're gonna start. Grab your popcorn because this is going to be your class. Okay, we have to start with the ethics today. Today, in some of this big world, someone deciding, in my speech, did I mm, put this lie on it or did I put this truth on it? So, in general, this is going to be how to be an ethically speaker and ethically listener. We're going to prove our ethics at when talking and while we are the audience and somewhere else is talking. Okay, this brings us the pyramid, this eccentric pyramid of ethics that I honestly love. Okay, basically is this little thing. I don't know. Basically is this little thing. Mm-hmm. Um, we have the intent, the means, and the end. We are going to grab one of these levels and we're going to explain it. We're going to explain it from the top to the bottom. First, the intent. Basically, this is the ethically intentions. Meanwhile, you are doing your speech, you could be thinking, oh, with this certain audience, I could say this line and they're going to put me more attention. But you are not using ethics. To be a listener, you be like, oh, there's a fly. Oh, there's air. Oh, that's not correct. You are not having ethically intentions. You know that you're going there just for make space. The second level we have its means. What is means? This is the tools or behaviors you use to your outcome. There's several lot of behaviors you can be. There's bad, good, but the thing is you in all these, you have to be have ethics, have an ethical um, um, character and all. And finally, we have ends. Well, basically, this is the outcome you desire to achieve um, your desire. Did you understand? Okay. Um, I'm sorry. For example, in this speech, at the end you have to to convince your audience to make a financial help. What do you use? The ends. Basically, with ethics, it helps us to improve our to how to outcome our desire. Okay, so in this pyramid, it's something really important, and in this topic in general, the plagiarism. It could be like enter in the topic of the pyramid that it intends. There's no good intentions, we could say, when you made plagiarism. What's plagiarism? Well, it's so easy. Plagiarism is when you quote in your speech something that you read, you read information, you investigate that, but you make those quotes make your own. For example, Wikipedia says that humans are black, like my hair. Okay, you're not discriminating anyone. Sorry. Are pink. another example, are pink. Well, during my speech, I'm saying that the human is pink. Oh, but I understand Wikipedia says that the human is pink. I say I investigate, I make experiments, I make all that, um, and I say and I know that humans are pink, heart pink. Okay, something like that. Well, um, there's is this like um communication. How I can say? Well, for implement this at your speech, specifically to your speech, um, um, uh, um, you have. I'm sorry. You have to ask you three questions that make your speech ethically correct, and not only like, oh yeah, I make these questions and I answer it myself. No, it's better if you like um ask somewhere else, like, hey, this speech sounds like incorrect. Did you get offended for this? And if a lot of people get you to judge that they're not offended, they're at their ethics, general ethics in there, you will apply these three levels. So then we have the communication code of ethics. This is the beliefs that scholars have in ethics communications. What's ethic communications? We're gonna see it right now. Well, ethic communication is part of this national. I'm sorry if I'm reading. National Communication Association Credo for Ethical Communications. um, well, these are like bases, like things that you have to. So this is like principles of communications. There are a lot of rules, like 6, 7. So I will try to explain you one or two because they're too long and my memory is not good as it. Okay, I'm gonna read it like textually because it's a long name. So we advocate truthfulness, accuracy, honor. What is so basically this principle said that we as speakers we build a, a relationship with the audience. So what we have to be is to be honest, really, really honest. Another one is we endorse freedom of expression, tolerance of dissent to achieve the informed and responsible decision making fundamental civil, civil society. Sorry. Okay, so society um, make that people like ethically communication. We could say that it's like make that people can say whatever they want for the freedom of expression. So every type of person can say whatever they want without being amnested, even if it's for religion, for sexuality, for a lot of things. So This is connected to the to the condemn communication that degrades individuals and humanity through distortion, intimidation, and violence, and through the expression of intolerance. Normally, I hope that we never get into that because I don't want to like that because it's like not normal. Um, but there are examples of public speakers that um, like improving, no, not improving, like making uh, this audience in specific to 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 employ violence because they he he or she made it. So basically, and the principal said that they don't um, that they condemn these thing. So in the free speech. What is free speech? Well, basically, it instaures the other, the ultimate two principles that I said to you. And basically, it says that we are have our right to express our ideas, our information, without um, being hated or have government consequences. So the free speech is so important for the public speakers. Basically, um, um, expressing ideas, information, um, basically our ideas, our information with the things that we got it. It's the best of being a public speaker. What we are, it's expressing ourselves. I'm not going to be the I'm not going to do the same speak as her, and even if we have the same topic. So basically, that's the free speech. So in the free speech, there are also ethical communication, ethics, and all that. Why? Because even if you are going to express your ideas, your opinions, the information you get, you have to be respectful. And even if you are trying to attempt to the human rights and the freedom and all basically the principles that I already said, we have to attend to other things like having good intentions, the tools, the behavior that we are using, um, and how we are going to outcome what I decide. We have to remember that free speech is good. It's so important, and the part that it's getting lost, it's so sad because we need it. We really need it to express our ideas, even if there's consequences that they wouldn't, they shouldn't be there, but they are. Um, but yeah, basically, the ethics make us good listeners, good speakers. Why? It make us realize, well, it's not only from saying what I am planning to say, because, for example, if I talk about fruits, um, it makes me like comprehend that there are other things that I have to take in, in check, in my checklist, that they are not like we already know, and we have to make our outline that has introduction, body, and conclusion, all of that we have to start in this way and in that way. But things that we don't like used a lot, it's the it's the thing that we use ethics. Why? Normally, when we are talking, we believe in our opinions because if we don't believe it, there will not be our opinions. But we have to be in a certain way to be respectful to other ones, but not forgotten that we have the right to say what I want, just in an ethically way.